What's up, guys? Flying Badger here with another awesome ship build. But this is going to be honest, this is attempt number 3 to record this video because for the first time, I got interrupted by real life stuff. The second time, I realized very quickly that I recorded with the game sound like way too high, so you really couldn't hear anything that I was talking about. So without further ado, hold on a sec here. Gonna go ahead and get this set up. Boom. Sweet. Alright. Now we're gonna go straight to the live feed. Boom. There we go. Alright. So here's the long anticipated Federal Corvette build. Because I know a lot of people, really love their Federal Corvette and want to see it come out and fight some AX. So here we are. My AX Paladin logo. Because in case you guys didn't know, I'm a Palladium Consortium pilot in the Nova Corps, which is our combat focused group. We have explorers, we have traders, we have miners, and then we have the combat people, which I absolutely love combat, so expect to see a lot of combat builds and stuff come out of my channel. But I also have some mining and exploration ships that I might show off later on, and kind of little tutorials. I feel like there's a lot of tutorial videos out there that are a lot probably better than mine, but I'll talk your ear off if that's what you guys want. Like, these videos have been skyrocketing, so I did fancy little borders and stuff on the edge now and kind of show off. Oh yeah, let me show off here. So we got roughly 7,000 health and roughly 26.5 caustic resistance. The build that I'm going to put inside the comments is probably going to be a lot better than what I'm actually flying in right now. Reason behind that is that, engineering a lot of these ships will take a lot of resources from me. But I try and get you guys like roughly on the right track. And as long as you're like roughly in the general vicinity of that build, like you should have a good time. Honestly, like it shouldn't be a bad time. In the words of South Park, you're not going to have a bad time. Damn, I don't know if I could be copyrighted for that. It's kind of a risk, huh? You're going to have a bad time. As you can see here, I've got just a regular Cyclops. Earlier in the video, or the previous video, I was fighting a Medusa, and I showed it off pretty well against that, I feel like. But I ended up, having the sound too high, and I didn't want you guys to, like, say that you couldn't hear me and stuff in the video. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just re-record it, which kind of sucks because it takes roughly an hour to upload, like, one of these videos from the Wi-Fi that I'm using right now. But I want you guys to be able to hear me because I feel like it'll be better. So you can see I'm targeting center mass again because that's going to be the most effective to get rid of that. Normally I'd try and dodge missiles, but with a Cyclops you really don't have to worry about that. You can just tank it, to be honest, especially with a ship this large. If it were a smaller ship, then you might want to think about employing like a strategy to boost away and dodge missiles, but this thing is slow, so I don't really expect much out of it. I'll show off the hardpoint placements here in a little bit and kind of explain why I did what I did. As you can see, I'm using 4x plasma chargers and also using my multis because I really love multis. Especially whenever it comes to dealing with hearts on larger goids. Oh man, we're reloading right now. That's going to suck because he's going to trigger shutdown field. Here it comes. Boom. Shutdown field evaded. Good job. And then we're also dealing with... Oh, man. That's the issue that you have, too. Once you get these Thargoids down to a single heart, if you hit them with plasma chargers, they'll deal so much damage that the Thargoid will instantly trigger its shields right back. So the trick is to get it close to 0. Holy cow. Silent running is still on. See, and then sit there and target the heart with, well, shit. You might have to hit it with, it's not being very cooperative right now. It usually doesn't take this long. This is a bad example here. But I refuse to shoot video number 4, so this is what I'm going to showcase. Hopefully I get another Cyclops so that I can show you guys that this build is pretty effective. Yeah, and that's just the AX Multis hitting its heart right now. Look at it. It's already at 50%, 30%. And as soon as that heart breaks, that's when I like to release my chargers, you know, dead center mass. Which his heart's tucked back inside of him real quick. So we'll do center mass again. Now I'm only hitting him with the multi-cannons and beam laser because I don't want to hit him with the chargers, because I know the chargers are just going to deal too much damage. And he's still got a heart left, so he's going to regen that health. There we go. And just like that. See, like I said, if you time it just right, especially because there's a delay after you destroy a heart and you spam those chargers, it's pretty effective. Hopefully this other Cyclops that I think is over here, we can hit and show off a little bit better, because that was kind of a sloppy kill in my opinion. Oh, but look, we killed that interceptor and we took a long time and we only got down to 79%. That's why this build against Cyclops is super effective, because you're not going to have to go and repair very often. In my videos, you'll see me do a lot of like surface-based combat, and that's kind of what my builds are built around, because I don't have any flak launchers on these. Anytime that you're fighting like an orbital station or something out in space, they can spawn swarms. But if you're near a planetary settlement, they won't spawn swarms. So all we'll have to deal with is the actual big interceptors and the scouts. So if you're looking for, you know, more of like a out in the black kind of build, I really don't have those for you guys, because I really don't do a whole lot of like the cold orbiting and stuff like that. A lot of the AXI guys, that's how they grew up fighting Thargoids, so they're like absolute experts and professionals at that. And there's plenty of channels out there like showcasing, you know, how to execute those maneuvers effectively. But I'm really sorry if that is what you want, because I do not have that. I'm sorry. But I can show off these easy builds to make money. The last video I was showing off, like, you know, I'm sitting on like $1 billion worth of farming, and really the only AX hunting that I've done this week has been a couple of times with the squadrons, and doing these AX videos, because the AX videos are what you guys really seem to like right now. Of course, I mean, you know, it's the popular thing going around right now. I got a couple more builds that I need to make. I was looking at a Challenger build, and I want to do a gunship as well as a chieftain, because I really haven't showcased a chieftain, and I know people really like the chieftain. So I got to design some builds there. I'll probably do that later this week. But I wanted to get my big 3 out there, which I haven't done the Corvette one yet. The Corvette one's going to be a little bit more complicated, because my biggest gripe about the Corvette, or not the Corvette, damn, that's really said Corvette twice. I'm sorry, it's kind of late here. So my biggest gripe about the cutter, actually, the Imperial cutter, is that the Imperial cutter only has the same size power distributor, and I have no idea what just happened here. Give it a sec. There we go. It just froze for a sec. I don't know what the heck. It also just reset the... What the hell? Oh, it didn't reset it. It just logged me somehow out. I think it might have just been a stutter. What was I saying? The cutter has only a size 7 power distributor, so you're looking at roughly the same power output that the Crate Mark II has, right? And the Crate Mark II has issues with sustainability, especially when we're talking about the Guardian weapons, because Guardian weapons consume a freak ton of power. There we go. That was a better kill. We're only at 10 minutes, so I'm gonna try and put this video at 20 minutes. I guess I can show off some combat against scouts and how I would engage them. So with scouts here, you're gonna sit here, target, charge up your plasma chargers here, aim at that little circle, and release. And just like that. Pop. Super easy. It's why I really like the chargers. You can press and hold them. So like I have them charged right now, and that's kind of what that annoying like noise is. Kind of triggers my tinnitus just a little bit, because, you know, shooting guns without ear protection, that's what happens. Freaking tinnitus. But yeah, it's a cool way to be able to charge and shoot. And the more that you charge them and hold them, like, the more damage that they do. So like right now with those full blue bars, that means that I'm going to be dealing the maximum amount of damage. The other thing that you want to bear in mind is damage fall off. So I try to keep within that 2,000, because at 2,000, see, that's an instant kill. That one's almost an instant kill. We can just hit it with the little AX multis and boom, it popped. This one here is within that 2,000. We just pop it. Look at that convergence too. That's what I really like about these 4 hard points in conjunction, is that they hit specifically at your target. Like, there's not a whole lot of spread. You can essentially snipe with this thing. But yeah, we're gonna fight this last Cyclops, and then I think we'll call this video good. I'm sorry that I didn't really get to showcase it against like a Basilisk or a Medusa or anything a lot tougher, but it's the same concept, you know. All my fire groups, so I have my multi-cannons and beam laser all in the same one, along with my scanner. So the first thing that I do, and this fucking NPC is in my way. There we go. So the first thing that I do is sit here and hold my left side fire group, and as soon as I get within 2,000 meters, it'll begin to scan while I'm also dealing damage to the surface. On the Cyclops, this is especially effective because it'll still do damage enough to expose the heart, as we'll see here pretty soon, or should. Nah, I might still have to smack it. If you smack it in the eye, that's where it's like the most vulnerable. It doesn't like that. And like I said, we charge our chargers. I'm gonna need to reload real soon, so I guess we're just gonna hit this guy a couple of times here. There we go. Yeah, now we have 20 ammo. Like I said, first Heartbreak, always lightning, no matter the variant of the Thargoid, even if it's a Hydra, even if it's a Medusa, even if it's a Basilisk. Once you break that first heart, he's just going to trigger a lightning attack. No caustic missiles, no anything crazy. Boom. Now we hit him with... Oh, that was a bad shot. Remember, I'm a professional. Okay, I don't know which one's exposed. There we go. That's the one. Damn. See, the Anaconda, I can usually take him down once he drops that second heart or whatever, but with this one, I don't think it deals enough damage, especially since, like I said, those are size 1 plasma chargers versus on my Conda, it's all size 4s, which this one could manage all size 4s, but I'll show you here in a minute with the hardpoint placements. It's pretty bad on this one. It sounds like there was a shutdown coming. I fired it off, but I don't think it was close enough to it. You even have to worry. Go ahead and turn on silent run in here. Boom. Now we target the heart. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I shot too early. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think this one does super well with, at least we nailed the shutdown field. Yeah, I don't think this one does super well with being able to burn them. Not as well as my Anaconda. My Anaconda is definitely like my baby. But this one uses a lot of the same parts, just doesn't have the same results, purely because of the hardpoint placement and then also the sizes of the hardpoints that are available. Because if this one was able to use like the size 4 plasma chargers, we would be getting a lot more damage per hit. Which technically I guess I could do 5 plasma chargers, but the only trade-off would be is that I'd have to do 1 beam on one side of this, and then I would have to do 1 multi-cannon, and I really like the multi-cannons for burning the hearts. And even with these size 2s, like, I'm really looking at less burn, especially when it comes to like fighting something like a Hydra, because you're gonna need those multi-cannons in order to burn the heart. Like, the plasma chargers really just don't do it. Nice, and this ended up just about where that I wanted it to. What the heck is shooting me right now? Oh, it's because I'm also heating up right now. Yeah, that's the dangerous thing about silent running. Sometimes you forget that it's on. I think I've gotten my heat up to like 2,000 before. I get tunnel vision. It's the other reason why I don't play with my pips in public. One of the guys was asking me, he's like, you could get more speed if you move your pips. And I was like, yep, I absolutely could, but I am a simpleton. I get easily distracted. Well, we're going to clear this caustic off and try and get away from these assholes so that I can show you the hardpoint layout, because that's like the biggest thing. Actually, I'm probably going to have to land, to be honest, because these guys are being freaking tool bags right now. Look at that, I'm still being targeted by them. I don't know what the heck. We got some caustic going on too. Let me go ahead and just play with my pips. No, nasty. I'll try not to do that in public anymore. But it's a solid build. I mean, if you really want to fly the Corvette, like, this is solid, but I would highly recommend the Anaconda. I know that some people are like super biased about the Anaconda because, you know, it's the very first large ship that you can get, and you do all this rank grind, and people always feel like that the Cutter and freaking the Cutter and this one, the Corvette, are always like the better options, but they're really not. They're really not. Like, I'm telling you, as someone that's literally flown like every ship in the game, including the Aft Scout, and I'm probably gonna pop right now. It's getting damn close. I don't know what's going on, but literally everything hates me today. There we go. Maybe I'm not gonna pop. I don't know what the heck is going on with all these damn scouts, man. I just want to show you guys where my hard points are, and they're over here trolling me. Hey, this guy's on YouTube. It's cool though. Hopefully we can take off low and fast and avoid them. Plus we'll pop a couple heat sinks too, because that'll make them screw off. Because what I really want to show you guys is a hard point placement on this thing, because that's a severely limiting factor about this build. Alright, so up here we're giving up 2 class 4 slots for these what the heck are they, the plasma chargers, right? And they're only size 2, so that's why they look so small on that very large spot. We could do beams, but the beams are going to eat up way too much of your distributor. Even one beam is kind of ridiculous. And then here we have 2 size 1 plasma chargers. That's going to give us the tightest group. As you can see right here, they pretty much converge, like pretty much spot on. Like they're not too wide out, they're not too far up and down. It's a really good convergence. That's the one pro of this build. This one here, we're looking at a long-range therm vent beam laser. I think it's a size 3 on the bottom, and then the size 2s are here on the sides. The size 2s would be nice, because then you know you could fit 2 and 2, and you'd be able to get that nice 4. Oh, hold up, we're about to get shut down field. Got it. But the 4 typically look like that, you know, nice and tight. Like you can literally snipe anything with that. That's awesome. And then if you look on the 2 sides there, that's where that your 2 size 2s are. So that's a severely limiting factor. But yeah, that pretty much does it for the Heartbreaker. And thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, especially so that, you know, I know that you guys like these kind of videos. And if you have any comments or, you know, concerns and stuff, feel free. If you want to comment on me, you know, not using my pips, you know, you can comment on that. Maybe I'm flying like terrible. I know some of my squad mates were tearing into me a little bit, but that's what happens when you post your flying on YouTube. But love you guys, and thank you guys for watching. I mean, you know, I see the views at least, so I know you guys like these, or at least watching these videos. Yeah. Thank you guys.